here. And next, it is my pleasure to bring on our 9 p.m. guest, the penultimate performer, Kendra Albert. We bringing them in? There they are. All right, amazing. Is that a Philadelphia Pride shirt? Is that what
yes, this would be a transsexual eagle shirt, which is my entire vibe at this point as a proud resident of Philadelphia.
Go birds. All right, go birds. All right, Kendra is a lawyer and recovering academic who runs a small public interest technology and media law firm called Albert Sellers LLC. They previously practiced and taught at the Cyber Law Clinic at Harvard Law School. Trained as what they describe as an undisciplined scholar of computing, gender, and society, Kendra's work examines how digital technologies reproduce and structure inequality. Their legal scholarship is focused on the impact of FOSTA SESTA on online platforms and sex workers. They've written on topics ranging from the exclusion of non-binary folks in health technology to the legal implications of attacks on machine learning systems. But I think their most iconic work within the game space, if you know who Kendra Albert is, has been their efforts representing advocates and public interest organizations at the U.S. Copyright Office Triennial DMCA 1201 rulemaking proceedings. Say it 3 times fast. That's right. Get excited. That is where Kendra goes to battle every 3 years against the evil overlords of the ESA, of the Entertainment Software Association, to get exemptions to the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, anti-circumvention provisions debated and updated. One day we will be victorious, all right? So, Kendra is bringing us a long, dark survival run, Time Capsule Edition. They're going to explain how that works, but basically, the more money we make, the worse this will be for Kendra. And so we have reset the monetary cutoffs to be within the range of where we are now and 7K. So that would be amazing. And so, yeah, the more dollars you give, the worse a night Kendra has. And that will be fun for all of us. Otherwise, the donation for this hour is a copy of, I've got it right here, $20 and up donations are entered into a raffle for a copy of Seeing Red, Nintendo's Virtual Boy by Jose Zagal. He's probably in the chat somewhere. And Benj Edwards. All right, thanks. I'm going to get out of here. And Kendra, get to it.
Thank you so much, Lane. I'm so excited to be here. There's nothing that gets people hyped up like talking about anti-circumvention law. So I'll only do that if folks we get really, really far into it. But so what I'm going to do with this run, a lot of folks have been showing you sort of historical games, games from when they were a kid. And I'm just going to show you something I really like to play, which is called The Long Dark. For folks who aren't familiar, it's a Canadian wilderness survival game where one of the sort of core elements is permadeath, right? So if you die in the game, it just deletes your save. There's some caveats to that, but that's generally how it works. We're not going to play on any of my long-running saves because I love ROMchip and I love open access, but I also don't love it enough to kill one of my 60-hour long dark saves. So we're going to start a new save. But the conceit here is that one of the really cool things that Hinterland, which is the studio that makes Long Dark, does is they actually make older versions of the game available for play on Steam. So we're going to start with this version, which is Broken Silence, which is the current version. But if we make it to $6,500, I will do some magic behind the scenes. I'll ask Cody to take me off screen for a second. I will load up a version from 2022, and then I'll start over in that version. And if we get to enough money, we're actually going to hit versions of the game I've never played before, which will be really entertaining for everyone, because although there's going to be elements that are similar across them, I did spend about 30 seconds playing the early access launch version earlier today, and I got to tell you, I really don't feel like I know how to play that game, so that'll be entertaining. But with that, I think we're going to get started with a new version. And since this is the current version and I want to make my life a little bit harder, I usually play on Stalker, but let's go with Interloper, which is the hardest normal difficulty in this game. And we're going to get set up. Let's see. Oh, I get to choose my feats. This is very exciting. let me just speed through this because this is not perhaps the most interesting part of this game. Yeah, peril constraint. We're gonna turn off the cougar. Although I guess it would be funny if I die. Well, maybe we'll turn it on later. All right, so let's call it sandbox 5. That seems fine. So it's gonna start me in a random place on the map. So part of what's interesting about this game is although it's, you don't carry progress from save to save, one of the things you do is hopefully learn enough of the maps that you know what you're gonna do. So we're gonna see how this goes. A mysterious geomagnetic storm has brought my plane crashing down in the wilderness. And here's a quote from Jonas Salk, which I'm not gonna read because I think I am in real time in the game. All right. All right, so here we are in the long dark. It's cold. So you can see on the bottom left, there are my health meters, and that my warmth is already dropping precipitously, in part because, so I don't have any gloves or a hat. I probably don't even have any matches. Yeah. So my first goal in this right now is going to be to try and find some shelter and maybe some clothes. Yeah, right, without my mittens. And if I get frostbite, it does. Okay, so I'm in there's gonna be a lighthouse off to my left, which is nice, and there's a church over there, I think. Also, the wolves are gonna try and eat me. So, but I'm gonna just open this. You're gonna see a lot of me searching things and not finding anything. That's a core part of the long dark experience. But maybe sometimes I'll find things. But yeah, so I actually know where I am now, which is really promising because if I didn't, it would make it way harder to find shelter, food, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so I'm gonna want to go this way. Yeah, so you'll see this is, oh, there's a wolf already. Great. Oh, it's running away from me. That's really nice. Because if it attacks me, I don't have any bandages, and I probably don't have a lot of options at this point. Oh, great. It's headed back this way. Let's go this way. So you were promised running away from wolves. Here I am running away from wolves already. Oh, yeah, let's go into this cave. All right, crate. Yeah, so I can't really see anything, which is not fantastic, but maybe I can search some stuff. All right. Oh, a shooting guide, very exciting. Yeah, so I've played a lot of this game. I think at this point I'm at probably a couple hundred hours. Oh, I need a hatchet to break that down. That's not great. So that advantage to that is that I do actually feel pretty comfortable with like knowing the map and stuff like that. The disadvantage to that is that it like unless we sort of go up a version or I guess down a version, like this is not going to feel that difficult. So really I'm relying on y'all donating money to this fantastic organization that produces high quality scholarship in order to make this more interesting and make my life harder. Although I am probably about to get frostbite, so that's not ideal. All right. There's a hole in this fence somewhere, and I can't remember where it is. Yeah, make my life harder. There we are. Great, hypothermia risk. Oh yeah, so I should say another thing, sort of notable thing about this game is there are no other people. Like this corpse is the closest you come to finding other people. And I like really started playing this game in July of 2020. And I think frankly, part of the appeal when I started playing was like the dangers, the dangers of this game, like the things that are scary or hard about it were like exactly the opposite of the things that were hard at that point in my life in 2020, which is like other people, were the source of danger at that point. Whereas here, it's like sort of just the snow and the animals. And, I was getting chased by relatively few wolves in March of 2020. I don't know about other folks. So that wasn't really a big part of my life. Oh my God, I found some ketchup chips. Did I mention this game is made by Canadians? So yeah, ketchup chips, soda, this is great. I also, I think it's genuinely, I love this game a lot. I also just genuinely think it's really cool that Hinterland does make previous versions of the game available. The game has changed a lot since it was in early access, and I think most of those changes are positive, and especially I think that right now, as I'm going to be confronting the reality of the difference between now and then later. Oh, there's a rabbit, which I can't actually catch with my hands. So if I want to get that later, I'm going to have to get a stone and throw it, which will be unfortunate. Oh, I saw we got a $100 donation. Thank you to, I can't see the donation screen, but thank you to whoever donated $100. Much appreciated. That's closer to, torturing me by downgrading the version and to ROMchip being fully funded. All right, so let's see if I can make it into this lighthouse before y'all give enough money that I have to figure out how to switch versions of this game. All right. All right. Oh, more ketchup chips. This is very exciting. And yeah, now I'm going to engage in some very exciting searching drawers. One other thing that's interesting about this difficulty level. Oh God. All right. I gotta get faster. Jeez. One other interesting thing about this difficulty level, I'm not gonna call it good, is that you're cold enough that you're not actually warm enough indoors. Just because you're inside doesn't actually mean that your clothing keeps you at a sufficient level of warmth. Which makes it way harder. Because ordinarily in easier versions, the easier difficulties, my clothing would be warm enough that I wouldn't actually be freezing to death more inside, but not on Interloper. So that's unfortunate. Whoop. All right. Well, maybe we'll get a nice, beautiful view of the shoreline before folks give enough money so that I have to switch games. Let's see. Yeah, so I don't have any matches, and I don't have any more clothing, so this whole freezing to death thing is looking mildly concerning. But yeah, let's go upstairs. Yeah, all right, so we do, ooh, look, there's the moose. If I try to go near that moose, it will probably kill me. Cracked ribs, no good. It runs after you. It's very intimidating. But yeah, that ship is actually probably where I will go next. Or maybe I'll head straight for the cannery that's back there. You can, or not the cannery, the whale facility of whatever sort. There's a lot of whale bones. Oops, frostbite risk. Maybe I should go inside. Yeah, there's also bears in this game. And you can't, the wolves, you can kind of dodge or try to kill. The bears it's just, you will probably die. But really, y'all, I really hope we hit the next donation item, because otherwise, I'm just going to get frostbite, and that's just going to be depressing. This is why I play on a slightly lower difficulty, but all right. Let's go say hi to the moose. No. Oh. Excellent. All right. I'm hearing that we have hit the donation total for me to switch. So say goodbye to the lighthouse and that beautiful view and that moose, because we are going to go back in time. All right. So if folks, you don't mind taking my screen off for a second, you can all stare at my beautiful shirt and my wonderful background while I attempt to navigate myself to a different version of this game. All right, thank you. All right, let's see. Oh my God. All right, so that puts us at perilous constraint, is that right? All right, let's get that up and loaded. Make sure. Can you see that on the stream? This is where we torture the poor folks who are running the ROMchip stream by being like, oh, I'm going to switch games every, however many minutes. All right. If we're lucky, we can get the stream on the video on stream in time for y'all to see the perfect. Awesome. You can now see one of the most incredible things, which is the warning label for this game. I'm not going to click through the credits because I think that experiencing this is a really important part of this game. Oh, it didn't show it to me? What is this? Maybe it's like, oh, you've played too much and therefore we're not going to do that. All right. Well, do we think that the chat has it in it to get us to 6.7K before I die of frostbite? Should I play on Interloper again? Or should I downgrade to Stalker? What do y'all think? All right, well, y'all better donate because otherwise this is, you're gonna have to see the very depressing, you've entered the long dark video screen that happens when you die. All right, let's confirm. All right, how long will I survive? I mostly believe in chat. I'm not sure I believe in me. All right. Okay, now we're starting with a Carl Sagan quote. Extinction is the rule, survival is the exception. Oh God, where the fuck am I? Coastal Highway? Oh no. All right, so we have some rabbits. There's a corpse. Okay, so I'm hearing some. Did somebody donate a lot of money? Because it really seems like. Oh, actually, literally, I spawned. Okay, well, thank you. Thank you to whoever gave that $500. So I guess that puts me at, well, this was a very short visit to Perilous Constraint because I guess I'm switching. I think that puts us one above early access back to Vigilant Flame. So Cody, if you don't mind taking me off screen, we're going to do this again. All right. Yeah, I am speechless. I got nothing. Thank you so much. It's, both, because it's way funnier to make me struggle. And I'm gonna spend a little bit of time in Vigilant Flame. We're skipping Fearless Navigator. I wanna visit Vigilant Flame. If we get to 7,500, I'll go to early access. You gotta. Fine. All right. I was so excited. I've never played this version before either, but if the people, and by the people, I mean possibly the folks that you actually can't hear and only I can, mean that we're going to early access. We're going to early access. Oh God. All right. This one I may need to change some stream settings. Nope. All right. Looks like it's good. Okay. So this is the early access version of this game that was launched. Yes, the producer's not yelling. I think everyone is happy. So this is the original version that was launched. And what I will say I'm about to do this, is I literally don't even know what features existed when this game was launched because I started playing about 5 years ago. So I really don't know how to play this game, and I'm going to do it on stream for y'all because, you know, it's going to raise money for an incredible cause. And I definitely didn't think we were going to get here, like, you know, with 35 minutes left in the stream. But we're going to find out. Oh, God. All right. So now we have a Henry David Thoreau quote, which, like, honestly, oi. You know, that guy was basically getting brought sandwiches by his mother through the entire time he was writing Walden. I wish somebody would bring me a sandwich in this game. They will not. But, oh, great. And I spawned in a blizzard. Okay. So, yeah, it's snowing. Interestingly, I don't seem to have any, like, health bars or a heads-up display or anything. So maybe that... Can you see this? Okay. Maybe that means that I can't die in this version of the game, which would make this funnier, I guess. But, yeah. It's a very dramatic blizzard. So this, for anybody on the East Coast, this is probably what Sunday night's going to be like. It's basically this. They're oh, a hill. This couldn't possibly go badly. Usually I can kind of vaguely tell where I'm going or what's happening, but this, A, like, it's a different version of the game than the ones I've ever played, and B, we're in a blizzard, so... Oh. Ooh. But I did find a backpack. I'll take some cotton socks and a candy bar. That sounds great. Yeah, probably not gonna die of frostbite. But yeah, it's wild. Yeah, the shivering sounds are a key element. In later versions of this game, the character will say things like, you know, I've never been so cold in my life. And after a while, you sort of, like, it becomes like part of the internal verbalization to the point where sometimes I'm outside and I kind of feel like I could hear the Long Dark character in my head, which maybe I should get that looked into. Thank you, folks, for donating. You know, jokes about torturing me aside, obviously, ROMchip is an incredible cause, producing, like, the kinds of scholarship that I wish existed in so many of the other fields that I personally spend time in. So it's really cool to kind of get to be able to support this, like, frankly, a model of what scholarship can look like outside of the sort of... I may not have a heads-up display, but I do have the word cold in the right-hand corner of my screen, which, yeah, fair. Okay, so we've got some logs, some more logs. Yeah, I'd really love to find a building. So far that's not going so well. Oh, freezing. Oh, okay, so I didn't have a heads-up display, but now I do, in the sense that my condition is currently 100%. My guess is, oh, there's a wolf. I don't know what happens if you get attacked by wolves in this version, but let's try to maybe avoid finding out. We've been upgraded from cold, Phil. We're now at freezing. Oh my god. All right. Yeah, I don't know how sound works in this version. Yeah. Condition. Oh, yeah, condition wolf is right. Look. Oh, God. All right, fine. Ooh. Oh, God. Ah! Left mouth button. Build attack strength, right? Aha! Oh, blood loss, infection, freezing. Oh, that condition is going down fast. Oh. All right. Okay, condition 13%. I'm freezing. I have infection risk and blood loss. And I'm making some really unfortunate sounding verbalizations. But on the plus side, I found the logging camp. So maybe there's something in here that will save me from myself. Okay. All right. Oh, a down ski jacket. That seems good. Okay. Oh, I forgot something really important. Okay, well, I'll deal with that in a second. All right. Oh, look, my blood is on the floor. That seems bad. My condition is slowly decreasing, and I don't know if y'all can hear the heartbeat that is happening. But yeah, this is not going so hot for me. I wonder if there's first aid here anywhere. All right. Yes, we do need some bandages. The toque is not quite bandages. I'm told that's how Canadians pronounce that word, which makes no sense to me, but that's fine. All right, let's see. Ooh. Oh, one thing that it does keep in future versions of this game is, oh, peaches. Oh my god, I'm definitely about to die. Ooh, soda. Yeah, the sort of like graying out, kind of swaying, like as your condition goes down, your life ebbs away. That's a core long dark experience right there. Oh, but I did find some more soda, so that's exciting. Whoop. Yeah. Oh, and another toque. Oh, I have an inventory? Oh my god. What? Oh, I have bandages. Shit. I didn't even know I had bandages. I didn't know I had an inventory. How do I access the inventory? Can I use these things? Okay. I promised you I did not know how to play this game, and so far I really feel like I'm holding up to that promise. All right. Okay, so I'm maybe dying less, which is good. But my heart is like slowly beating slower, so it's quite unnerving, frankly. Okay, so but I am wearing long underwear. That's probably good. Okay, can I put on this down ski jacket? Oh, warmer. That's probably good. I'm wearing some jeans. Oh, I'm wearing a toque already. I already had a toque. I didn't even realize that. Okay, and I had matches. I had all of these things, and I didn't even really think about looking whether I had an inventory. 1 second. Okay, so then, all right. So I have gloves. Maybe I'll try and sleep. Yeah, to the person in chat who's noting that I didn't think the UI could have gotten more awkward than the modern version. Oh man, like this is so much worse. All right. Oh, you know what time it is? Like what actual time it is? Okay. Maybe I'll try and sleep. I might just die, but maybe I'll heal myself. Yeah, that was really close. That would have been really funny if that was like a bit and I like was like, oh, we're gonna die. But like literally, I really promise I have not played this game before, so I do not know. Team Wolf.
I needed to find something.
Okay.
To drink.
All right. Well, fortunately I have all this soda, which, you know, will definitely help my condition being dehydrated. All right. Yeah. So, I don't know why it's this dark. Oh, look, a menu. Wow. That would have been fantastic to know existed. Okay. My log. Freezing. Wolf attack. Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds exactly how I experienced it. Slept off a wolf attack, drank a green soda, and it's 5 a.m. Oh, I can see my hunger and thirst. This is, and I don't know if y'all can hear this, probably not, but there's like epic wind sounds, which is not seeming promising for me leaving this area, but you know, at least we're doing better than we were. Oh, not available in alpha. Okay. Oh, can I repair? All right. Okay, so maybe I try going outside. Okay. The outdoors. Ooh, that's pretty epic looking. Colder. Yeah, no shit. Yeah, for real, right? Like, to the person who's like, I've drank more orange soda playing this game than I ever had in IRL. Like, soda in this game is great because you get calories and it makes you less thirsty, which is like very helpful. So yeah, soda is fantastic, and I don't drink soda in real life, but I certainly do in the long dark.
This'll come in handy.
Okay, so I have newsprint. All right, so let's go outside again. Sorry to say this on stream, but hey, Lane, you know you're unmuted, right? All right, so.
Never know.
All right,
useful.
thank you. Okay, so yeah, Lane was not muted in my ears, which meant that I was both trying to talk and listening to a side conversation, which I can do about 2 things at once consistently. But if I get much more than that, it's a problem. So look, I mean, another thing that's like actually quite striking about this game, you know, maybe a little less so in this version, is like it's freaking gorgeous. Like, I love the way this game looks. Like, they're like genuinely, like, if you get sunrise or sunset, you're like looking out over the wilderness. It's really incredible. But what's also pretty striking is I haven't played this version before, but I know where I am because I've played this game so much. And this core area, this hasn't actually, well, I was going to say hasn't changed very much. I don't know that, but I'm pretty sure. So I think if I go right and then right again, I should hit the train tracks. Oh, turn down my lights for the mood. All right. Well, I mean, if Team Wolf is going to attack me again if I turn down my lights. All right, one second, folks. Let me do that. Whoop. Oh, let's see. One moment. It would help if I actually pressed the unmute button when I sat back down. That one is firmly my fault and nobody else's. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay, is that better? Yeah, right. Is that better in terms of the mood lighting? Do we feel like I have hit the appropriate levels of kind of dark and moody for the Canadian wilderness? Oh, look, I'm cold. Okay, so I'm gonna try sprinting. Yeah, like look at that sunrise. Yeah, I don't know. It's easy to be like kind of cynical about, you know, I've at this point done a fair amount of video game preservation law work, and I think it's pretty easy to sort of be upset about sort of the shenanigans and all of the parts of it that really suck. But, you know, part of why I play games is there are just moments that are really incredible, and, you know, thinking back on the ones of those from when I was younger, knowing that some of those I can't recreate, but some of those, you know, you can, is pretty cool. All right. We've now upgraded to freezing, and look, I did indeed hit the train tracks. So at least some things don't change. All right. So warmer. I don't know why I'm warmer. Yeah, truly, this is a mystery to me. But on the other hand, I haven't gotten attacked by a wolf in like, yeah, it could be that the sun is coming out and that's why I'm warmer. I haven't gotten attacked by a wolf in at least 10 minutes. So, I mean, this is going really well from my perspective. Okay. Oh, great. Calories. What is this, like a New York chain restaurant that they're showing me the calories in the bottom left-hand corner? Okay, so train bridge. To the left, you can see there's the dam. I don't know if you can go in it in this version. We can certainly try. But right now you can hear I can hear my footfalls across this. Oh, I'm freezing again. Maybe I should try lighting a fire. Oh, so in later versions of the game, there are definitely trailers here, which I was kind of, I'm not going to say counting on, maybe hoping for is the right term. Well, thank you so much for tuning into the stream when you have 5 things to do. Really appreciate it. Oh, okay, so this is a dead deer. Okay, cool. All right, requires tool, which I do not have. Yes. Welcome to the fundraiser for ROMchip. Incredible cause, making game history available to everybody, creating awesome opportunities for folks to publish translations of really important work. Oh, all right, we can go into the dam. Oh, wow. The textures on this are really interesting. This is not what it looks like in the current version, but it's pretty cool looking. I honestly, is it mean if I say I like it better? Yeah, maybe I will find some good socks. That would be the dream. All right. Across all versions of this game, the dam makes really creepy creaking noises. Like, that's just a constant. Oh, I have a lantern. I wonder if I can use that. There's also another one over there, but maybe equip. Oh my God. It's the same noise as in the current version, which is just kind of striking given how, like, different, things are. Ooh, painkillers. Okay. Wow. Honestly, I really like the art assets of this version. Like, it just, I mean, much of the kind of vibe of this is quite similar to things that come after, but it's just cool to look at. Thank you for the $100 donation. Thank you everybody for your generosity in making it possible to get another year of amazing ROMchip, of paying the folks who work on it, of allowing for folks who aren't academics and who need to get paid for their writing or may not have an institution to pay for their writing to publish with the journal. Ooh, all right. Can I go out there? Yeah, well, I was going to say there aren't any wolves in here, but that's not actually true. In certain versions of this game, there are actually wolves, or one specific wolf in the dam, which I believe the community named Fluffy, which is just, I love Fluffy, and we're probably going to get killed by Fluffy in a few minutes. I don't know why you're shivering. It says warmer. Thank you, still loading, much appreciated. Oh, a different kind of hat. It's a non-toque hat. All right. Oh my God, another toque.
Okay.
Maybe I can do something with all of these hats. I don't know, like tie them into a scarf. Or, ooh, pry bar. Yeah, so, some things don't change, which is that, a fair amount of this game consists of searching containers.
Best be prepared for anything.
Ooh. All right, lots of empty shelves. More boots. Ooh, water. Basic boots. At some point, I should look through my inventory and actually figure out what's in there. But, let's just keep looting for the moment. Ooh, more gloves. I forgot that when I was getting set up for this, but I actually
Probably useful.
could unravel the toque yarn to reknit into mittens. But yeah, I mean, beef jerky. That I had something prepared for this stream that I did not bring with me because I was so excited. So I may have an assistant come bring it to me shortly. But 1 second. Let's go down this way and see if we can meet Fluffy. Secret Go Birds assistant. Yeah, I mean, you know. Everyone in Philadelphia is like a Go Birds job title, right? I'm a Go Birds lawyer. You know, somebody else. Oh, well, that was a nice run with the lantern. Let's just put that away. All right. So yeah, so here we are in the dam. It's very creepy. Yes. So I forgot that just because we have the toque in game doesn't mean that we don't need the toque in real life. I'm also going to take off my sweater because this is actually quite a warm hat. So for those of you who haven't appreciated this, this is in fact the same hat that is in this version of the game that I have never played, which we'll just go with was a development so I could, you know, fully pull off an immersive version of this stream. Yeah, somebody says, Mr. Kurlgan says this must be before story mode got to the dam. It's so undecorated. Yeah, honestly, I kind of like it. Like, it's really cool looking. Just to sort of see a version of it that doesn't, you know, the current version, there's sort of metal everywhere and sort of like blankets on the stuff, and you know, yeah. Yeah, exactly. I honestly straight up forgot about the hat until I saw it in the game and then was like, wait, I should have worn that. So here we are. Oh, is that a corpse? Ooh, God. Hi. Sorry. I am going to search you and loot your corpse. Ooh.
I'll take it.
All right. I mean, this is interesting and all, and I'm enjoying being in the dam, but I feel like maybe we should go back outside because I feel like, you know, me getting eaten by wolves is probably more exciting. All right. But I should probably actually figure out what's in my inventory. I keep pressing the spacebar button in hopes that it's going to bring up my inventory because that's what it does in other versions of this game. But alas, no dice. You have to press I. All right. Yeah, it's really eerie. I do kind of like it. Just has a very different vibe than the version in the current game. All right. Yeah, this is really creepy. I can't see crap. But maybe, okay. I can kind of see enough to, oh, stairs. Excellent. All right, so maybe I drop some of this excess clothing, just put it in a big pile. All right, I don't like, the problem is we already jumped to my like big reveal, like, big reveal playing the early access version. I don't feel like there's much I can like pull off in terms of, is this, I don't know the tiers of any of this clothing. I don't know which piece of clothing is better than the others. It's probably fine. I do have 5 toques. I mean, it is the best hat in the game. Well, maybe not in the current game, but it's one of the best hats in the game. No. I didn't think it was a comment for me. I'm sad that I don't feel like I can incentivize donations with quite the same level of excitement. I did say that one of the things I was thinking about, you know, in our last 10 minutes is if you donate, let's say if you donate $15 and throw a weird copyright question in chat, I will maybe I will look at it and potentially answer it. Not your attorney, not giving legal advice. $15 gets you me looking at a weird copyright question and giving you a half-assed answer. $50 gets you actually closer to a real answer. So if you did in fact want to watch me get chased by wolves while answering copyright law questions, now is your opportunity. Unless I am your attorney, in which case we should not have this conversation while I'm on stream. All right. Okay. I think I've dropped sufficient items. I have my hat. I have my other hat. Oh, I'm dehydrated.
Drink, God.
This character is so needy. They need food and clothing and to not freeze to death and to not get eaten by wolves. All right. Maybe I eat some food. 8 candy bars and a soda is totally a reasonable meal. Yeah. Whoop. All right, let's go back outside. What could go wrong? I mean, I don't know if ROMchip can take Twitch bit donations, but if they can, here's your opportunity. What about the copy wrongs? Well, I'm so glad that you asked about anti-circumvention law, because that is truly the wrongest copy of all time. Alas. Okay, so, Twitch bits will not work. They do not get ROMchip paid, and that is, of course, why we are all here. It's a good reminder to, donate to ROMchip so they can make it to their tier 2 goal. And, so Jason Scott can go to bed at a more reasonable hour. Both of these things are important. Someone says in chat, if you have to exist on candy bars, you should eat paydays, since those will help you live longer than the alternatives. I can't tell if this is a elaborate pun that I don't understand or actual advice, but in either case, thank you. It's useful suggestions. Oh, someone asks, what are your thoughts on archive.today's DDoS shenanigans and archive.today in general? Oh, good question. So the DDoS thing is wild. So for folks who aren't familiar, archive.today, sort of widely used archiving service that folks use to circumvent paywalls. And it became really public recently that they were basically using all of the site traffic for people who wanted to view the archives to DDoS a blogger who was trying to dox them or unmask the person behind it. And then Wikimedia/Wikipedia, the Wikipedia community was actually having a conversation about whether to get rid of archive.today as a source. And during the course of that, it became clear that the person running archive.today was not just, DDoSing people when you went to the site, but then was also had modified some of the archives of pages to put the name of the person that they were trying to DDoS on them. And that was the straw that broke the camel's back for Wikipedia removing their stuff. So, in case you're wondering what I'm doing in the game, I'm sort of making my way through Mystery Lake. Oh, that's a wolf. I was like, what the fuck is that noise? Yeah, it is. I do think that archive.today often fulfills different purposes than, the Internet Archive or other archiving tools. It is complicated in terms of the sort of copyright status. I mean, there certainly are good arguments that archival copies are protected by fair use. Someone ate all the food. That sucks. Yeah, that is an interesting sound for a second. Team Wolf, wow, betrayed by my own friends and colleagues. And yeah, so, there are good arguments that archival copies are fair use. But most of that, much of that doesn't actually get litigated. It sort of exists in this sort of weird space of hoping that no one pisses off the rights holders enough to actually sue them. And I say this as someone who spent a couple of years before law school working on another archive tool, perma.cc, which is run by the Harvard Law School Library and is primarily for archiving links that are used in court documents and court opinions. So it's, I think but part of what's hard is that one of the things I know from that work is that link rot of the type that these archives sometimes can help prevent, or at least give you multiple options if it happens, is actually a huge problem. So I think I'm kind of just sad about the whole thing. I mean, it just really seems like the person who runs it is making bad choices. And, I'm glad there are alternative tools. But the sort of copyright questions are ones that kind of often we're probably all better off if no one actually is suing folks who are archiving. Oh, I'm freezing. My condition is low. Oh, all right. Let me get myself to a fishing hut to close out this stream with my 69 condition. Very exciting. Thank you. Thank you everybody so much for donating, for listening to me talk about copyright. I only got attacked by a wolf once, which frankly was far fewer times than I was expecting, especially for the beta here. But a good reminder to donate to ROMchip, and help them hit their tier 2 goals so they can make more beautiful historical works available to folks, produce more incredible writing, produce more incredible events. And yeah, really, really grateful for folks sort of tuning in, watching me play, engaging in chat, and of course donating to ROMchip. So here I am in the fishing hut, and maybe I'll sign off here and hand it back to Lane.
There we go. Now I'm on. All right, everybody. Wow, everybody, you made my day. I got so sweaty. I could smell myself in here. I was really stressed out. Now I'm feeling better. Kendra, that was incredible. Also, you look adorable in that hat. That should have been the final tier fundraising goal. With your help, we are at $7,500, which is 88% toward tier 2. So we had donations come in during your set that just smashed us right over our minimum goal. So there will be another year of ROMchip. We got our base, our minimum budget is approved because I said so, and I'm the only person on the paperwork. All right, we're gonna let you go. I'm losing it. I'm in hour 11. I don't have anything coherent left to say. So I'm just gonna, for those of you who are joining us at this hour, we've got Jason Scott coming up next to tuck us in, wind us down, to lower our cortisol, and help us go to sleep sometime after this. For folks just joining, I'm Lane Nooney. I'm the managing editor of ROMchip, a journal of game histories. We're an open access hybrid audience online venue for the publication of game history. This is the 12th and last time I will say this. And that means that first, we develop, solicit, edit, and publish work in a range of formats, from traditional peer-reviewed articles to oral histories, short essays and translations dealing with everything from video games to board games, analog games, sports, and play. Second, we have no paywall, no advertising, no logins, no predatory publishing model. You never have to pay anything because of donors like you. And last, we are a hybrid audience. That means we're making a big tent around game history. We think you shouldn't need a PhD to be able to write for or read or just enjoy what game history has to offer in ROMchip. So we are currently in our tier 2. We're in tier 2. It's amazing. I didn't think we'd get here.